Hey there, Aquarius. Hey, honey, how are you? Welcome to What You Need to Know. Welcome to Listen to My channel. Oh my gosh, I haven't introduced myself to the other videos. Welcome to the Luce Lumiere channel. What does Aqua need to know? I feel like there's something that you don't really want to know about, but you want to know about it. Yeah, you don't really want to hear about it. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, a High Priestess, and you split it. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck on the negative. So there might be some things that you don't want to know about, but I digress. You have the Hangman on the positive and the Eight of Wands on the negative. There may be something that happened that you're running away from. Something that happened that you don't want to look at the consequences of those actions. Or you're afraid of the consequences of the past. But I think you're warming up to it. This feels like a shift in character. This feels like a shift in like fundamental belief. This is like someone who says all cheaters are cheaters forever, and they cheat. They have an instance where they find themselves in a position where they do something that they never thought they would ever do. I'm not saying you cheated. That's an example. You find yourself in a position where you did something that you thought you would never do, and you're still sort of like crucifying yourself over that, or trying to understand, to put two and two together of me versus what I used to think versus is that me now? Well, no, I'm not that. And coming to peace with that. Like there's something that happened, something that maybe that you think, something that you did, something that maybe you inadvertently did, something that someone thinks you did, that you're experiencing in a different way. I want to read the Eight of Wands to you here because this is a very interesting imagery here. An unfavorable wind is blowing against you, slowing down important actions you had hoped to start or finish. Ask yourself with humility and sincerity whether you are doing too much or too little. Then focus on priorities and abandon for a time or forever what doesn't serve you or makes you weak and sad. I see. I get it. So there's something that it feels like there's a sense of running away from even an obligation, and you feel bad about that, right? Like you don't want to do it, and you are having trouble maybe digesting that you don't want to do that thing. You are too attached to old habits and ways that hold you down and weaken you. You forged the chains that bind you intentionally or not, and now, if you wish to be free, you must think about your daily routine and disrupt it for the better. That's the Seven of Swords. Here's the thing, Aquarius. There's something that I want to say you think you're doing wrong, but that's the thing that you need to think about. That's the thing that you're thinking about. That's the thing you're circling over, right? You're feeling like, if I do this, this makes me a bad person. Or maybe for some of you, you are doing some shitty things. Shit. Not everybody's pure, honey. I mean, look, you might be doing some shitty things. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. But I feel like for some of you, there's maybe you're convincing yourself that something that you are not doing or something that you are doing or participating in is okay, but it's not okay. Or I feel like you're having a conversation here within self over an action, an inaction, a thought, a process, a thing that you're really having trouble or had trouble considering as okay for you to do. With the Hanged Man here, you're beginning to see what you did or didn't do or want to do or haven't done yet or will not do in a different way. Like this feels major to me, actually. This feels like someone who was waiting until they wanted to wait until they had, oh my God. Someone who was waiting for marriage to have sex, and then they start thinking, well, maybe I should just have sex. Maybe I just should. This is someone who says, well, again, that whole thing of, well, I'm finding myself attracted to someone else more than my partner. Whoops. This is someone who, third party stuff. This is someone who, well, this person has offered me this, but I think it's wrong to do that. But I'm thinking of doing it. Now what? Like there's a bumping of heads within someone here. That's what you need to know. And I feel like you're moving through that. So let's get your guidance though on that. What's the guidance for my aqua babies? Yin. Be receptive. So this almost looks like accept it. Accept that what you were doing isn't something that you thought you would ever do. Maybe it's playing games. I don't play games. I say what I need to say. I do what I need to do. Because why are we doing this? Life is short. I get that. But it's almost like sometimes those games exist for a reason, in that they're based in a certain fundamental, unfortunate human truth. Right? You don't appreciate something that's easy, or people like to work for something, so you play games. That essentially what I'm saying is like there's a not a dichotomy change. There's a fundamental belief, thought, habit, truth that is being shifted here for you. And here, Spirit is kind of saying, be receptive to it. Be receptive to it. Receive. Be the receiver. You don't have to be, the doer. I wish you everything on this one, Aqua. You can watch your other signs if you want to see, more of other things that are going on with you and what you need to know. But, be receptive. It's going to be uncomfortable. It looks like it's going to be really uncomfortable, but I feel like you have found yourself on that same track and seeing that, oh, actually, talking yourself into it, really. But until next time, keep your light on and good luck, okay?